Hey there, YouTube. Welcome back to Melody Loves Death Metal. Happy Black Metal Friday. I know I mentioned in my last video that I wasn't going to upload it again for the rest of the week, but I found some time today, got some alone time, and a bunch of CDs came in that day after I recorded that video that I want to talk about today. Some filthy, nasty, awesome death metal in this stack, and then one thing that will be a trigger warning because wouldn't be an episode without that. So yeah, it's Black Friday. Yesterday was Thanksgiving in the United States. I had a really good day. We hosted. We had my in-laws and my parents and aunt and everybody over. And then freaking sat on the couch for the rest of the night and we're exhausted. Hosting is exhausting. We cooked the turkey and all that stuff. And then today I woke up early and I went to my local record store like I knew I was going to. And there was 3 Black Friday, Record Store Day Black Friday releases that came out today in regards to metal music that were somewhat interesting to me, but I didn't get any of them. Well, that's not true. I got one, but it's not really metal music. But they released Death Individual Thought Patterns, some special edition for today, and it was like $35. I already own it. I got 2 copies of it already on vinyl. I told myself, you know what? I don't need this. I'm not going to get it. And then the other one was Napalm Death. Oh shit, I forgot what was the record. I already own it on CD, but they released a special edition from Enslavement. That's right, from Enslavement. So to Obliteration, which is one of my favorite Napalm Death albums. I don't own it on record, but it again like $36. And I was like, you know what? I have the CD. I'm fine for this now. There was a special picture disc, Eric Carr Kiss vinyl. I already have all the other picture disc Kiss vinyls, so I got that. I missed that on the last record store day that it came out. It was sold out and hard to find everywhere. So I was glad they reissued again. Those are the only ones that I really had any sort of interest in. I don't know if they released anything else, but I picked up a bunch of other records, but they weren't metal records. They were just jazz and a couple of other things that I've wanted in my collection for a while. So nothing new for Record Store Day, Black Friday. Yeah. I mean, the store that I went to doesn't really have a big metal section to begin with. It's fairly small, so he doesn't generally buy the metal selections a whole lot. He did have a bunch of the New Merciful Fate reissues that Metal Blade just put out. That was tempting. However, he was kind of pricing them a little bit too high. And with all the Black Friday sales going on right now, I'll snag them off online. I know I'm not supporting my local record store, blah, 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 but I did spend $100 there today, and I bought a bunch of other records. So I supported them, just not for metal music. So anyway, I've got 4 CDs today. One of them I have to shout out, Simon from Explosive Action. He's the reason why I actually bought this album. I was gonna get the vinyl, and I chose just to get the CD. I'm kind of just on a CD binge right now. They're cheaper, and I need to start saving money. Holiday season is upon us. So this is called Reverence To Paroxysm. I've never heard of this band. This is a Dark Descent Records CD release, but it also is an MSUO Mesaku Unocho vinyl release. So I don't know anything about this band. Never heard of them before, but they are from Mexico, Mexico City to be exact. And this is their first full length called Lux Morte. Pretty dark album cover there. It's just like trees. I don't even know if they have a logo. They do have a logo. It's on the back of the CD, but it's not on the front. There's just no indication of what this album is. I kind of like it. And then here's the back of the booklet. And like I said, this is on Dark Descent, so if you want the CD, go ahead. But MSUO does have the vinyl in stock, so they're not sold out. Although I kind of feel like this is starting to get more on people's radar, so they may sell out after that. And then just lyrics. CD, and then the back is there. There's their logo. So this is probably the nastiest death metal I've listened to all year. And that says a lot because I listened to a lot of brutal death metal this year. But this is very, very stanky, murky, not black metal, death metal. Very, very just heavy and suffocating and just filthy sounding. I mean, just that it reminds me a bit of Cryptworm in that sense, with how the vocal styles are. But just really, really dark death metal. And it's very good. From the very first guitar string, like strum that you hear on this, and the first song, you're like, oh, okay, okay. And it just is pulverizing and heavy and disgusting sounding the whole entire time. It's a very, very good album. I feel like it kind of just came out of nowhere. I'm not surprised because MSUO and Dark Descent tend to find those bands that are just really underground, and then they're just fantastic, and they're really good at that. So Simon sent this to me. He sent me the Bandcamp link and said, "Holy hell, this is really good." Well, I don't know if that's exactly what he said, but it was in the same, pretty much the same thing. And I listened to it, and I think it was pretty late at night, so I didn't listen to the whole thing, but then I went back and listened to it a couple of days ago, or like last week sometime, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to get this. So I finally snagged it. So it is so good. Definitely check it out if you're looking for that really just disgusting, murky, like it's almost like Cerebral Rot and Cryptworm had a baby, and they created this fucking monster, and it's just destroying the planet. Like, that's literally what this is. It's such a good album. So check this out. I'm going to do a clip so you guys can hear it. Okay, so the next one, this came in stock. This came about a day or two after I did my review. I was kind of sad because I was hoping I would have gotten it before then, but that's okay. I did an order at Headsplit Records, and I got the new Carcinoid EP that I talked about in a previous video, like last week. So this is the new EP, Encomium to Extinction. Headsplit did the CD, and then MSUO did the vinyl. The vinyl is on the way. I ended up ordering both because I liked this so much, and because I've been addicted to listening to CDs in my car. Like, we're back in the early 2000s now, when I first got my license, and I had just a stack of CDs in my car that I'm stumbling through at red lights. My car still has a CD player in it. It's a 2021, and it has a CD player, so that's pretty incredible. So I've been enjoying keeping CDs in my car like the old school days. So I got the CD for that, literally that reason. And because I wanted to support Headsplit. The case kind of came a little effed up, so the CD just falls out when I open the jewel case, which, no big deal. That happens. Post office doesn't give a shit about your packages. They tend to just throw them and stomp them and do whatever the hell they want. But I can just get a new CD case and clean it and fix it. So there's the front cover, and here's the back, and it's just a little tiny booklet. I have a cold and my nose is like leaking, so sorry if I'm like sniffling in the camera or in the mic. But this is really good. I really enjoy this. Awesome band. And I can't say enough about this band. I've talked about them in another video, so go ahead and watch that. But I figured I would show off the CD, and then when the vinyl comes, it's on its way. I think it'll be here sometime next week. It's really pretty, so of course it's pretty with nasty death doom. But I'll show it off. So yeah, Carcinoid, check this out. It's awesome. Hello, phone. I didn't know my phone was on. I just got an ESPN notification. Let's turn that off. Okay. Headsplit Records, I'm pretty sure they still have them in stock, and then the vinyl is going to be on MSUO, and I'm pretty sure they have that still in stock too. Dylan was awesome. He threw a CD in for, the package for me, and actually was going to go back and order this. At the time of ordering Carcinoid, I had already spent some other money, so I chose not to get this at the time, but he threw this in there, so thank you so much. And I'm super pumped about this, and I listened to it this morning. It's so good. This needs absolutely no introduction. Everybody should know this band, Cyanide. This is their live set from Reggie's in Chicago back in July of 2017. Reggie's is a rock club, like a venue in Chicago that just, like, you can find some of the best death metal shows there. I think there's also an Autopsy live one. So yeah, this is pretty cool. It sounds awesome. Cyanide's awesome. Classic death metal band from Chicago. I don't need to describe them or talk about their music. Like, if you don't know who they are, just close this video. Don't even watch it anymore, and go on YouTube or Spotify or whatever the fuck you have, and just be like, hey, let's listen to Cyanide and listen to them, because they are classic, iconic death metal band. Probably my favorite Chicago band right there. So this is when they played with Undergang and Necrot. I unfortunately was not able to see this because I wasn't living in the state at that time. But that's an awesome show. I wish I had gotten there. I think either my brother or my cousin may have went to this show. I can't remember. But yeah, good stuff. What an awesome lineup. Two awesome underground death metal bands with one of the legendary underground death metal band. I don't think they're really underground anymore. But yeah, Headsplit Records still has this in stock. I just checked before I record this video. Support Headsplit. Awesome label. Has awesome, finds, like I said, awesome underground bands and everything like that. So, Cyanide. All right. The last CD that I have today is a $20 spin release. So, trigger warning. You might as well just close the tab now if you don't give a fuck about $20 spin, if you're just gonna spew hate in the comments, because that's been a common occurrence for me this year. But I got the split that I did a review on, Worm and Dream Unending, with the Mark Riddick color painting that you don't generally see. That's a pretty rare thing that Mark Riddick does here. I got this on CD. I generally don't enjoy splits. Splits are just not something that I listen to all the time. So when I buy them, I try to get them on like a cheaper media for the most part. So I just got the CD. I really wanted the artwork. So maybe if someday I'm just kind of looking for something to buy on vinyl, maybe I'll pick up a copy of this. But for now, I'm happy with the CD. And there you go. This is a really good split in regards to the bands. Dream Unending is probably probably the one band that I think is more of an acquired taste for most people. I hear two sides. Like, they either really like the band or it's just not for them. Their songs are really good, like I said in my review, and then the Worm songs are spectacular. So here's the inside. I like this booklet and the artwork. I love Mark Riddick's artwork for this. So there you go. There's Worm. So I noticed one thing. The lyrics in this are only for the Dream Unending songs. They are not for the Worm songs. So I'm not too sure the reason behind that. I don't know. I'm trying to think if there's lyrics or in their other Worm albums. I can't remember right now. But just something I noticed when I was checking this out and listening to it. I did listen to it yesterday when I was cleaning and waiting for family to get here, and it hit. It's cold here in Florida. It's in the 50s. So this kind of music is like the perfect remedy for that. So Dream Unending has 2 songs and Worm has 3. Sea of Sorrow is such a fantastic song. I really was feeling that song yesterday. So check that out. That's all I have. A quick Friday death metal collection update. I announced the winner. I posted a shorts video. So congrats to that person with the 4K sub giveaway. Hopefully they get back to me within 24 hours. If not, I'll pick a new winner. But yeah, thank you guys for all your support. I got a lot of people replying, and they commented on that. So that was a really good giveaway. People enjoyed that one. So the next one probably be 5,000 subscribers. But I probably am going to try and do a New Year's Eve collaboration giveaway. I'm trying to figure out with who. So if not, then I'll just do one for myself. But yeah, that's all I have, and I'll see you guys in the next one.